Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Connie with the Painted Photographer. Welcome to my 12 days of thrifted Christmas. Each day I'm taking thrifted, forgotten items and giving them new life with a little creativity, a touch of old-fashioned charm, and of course, some holiday magic. If you love DIY, thrift shopping, and turning simple finds into beautiful Christmas items, you're in the right place. So let's jump in and create something together. I'll see you at the end.
I found these two little houses at the thrift store. They were super cute, and I thought I could make them over and into Christmas decor that was pretty easy and simple. And this one house had a crack in it. It was broken. I did not notice it because they had silicone on the top. Yes, silicone for snow. So I took all the silicone off and prepped them for painting. So after it was all completely off, I went in with the DIY Cottage Colors. You can see that they were very inexpensive, 38 cents, and I think this one was also 38 cents. But that crack in it, you did not notice it with the silicone on the top. So we're going to use the Cottage Color in white linen, and we're going to go over both of these houses with 2 coats of the Cottage Color white linen, making sure that I cover every single area and get in all the crevices. And this is a one-step paint. It has a built-in sealer, so there is no reason for a sealer. And we're going to just make sure that these are totally covered. After they had completely dried, I went in with the DIY dark wax. Again, this is a one-step paint, so there's no reason for a sealer. You can go straight in with your dark wax. And the dark wax is going to get into all the crevices and give them a little character. And you just put on the dark wax and then you wipe it back off with a clean cloth. And these houses are really stunning as is, but we're gonna go one step further. I know dark wax is supposed to be the last step. However, I break the rules. I am going to go in with the Cottage Color in the white linen in a dry brushing technique. Put some on my brush and then I wipe it onto that piece of paper and then I dry brush the white onto the top of the house. It gives it a brighter look. You can see from the one on the left, it's a little bit darker. This one is getting just a little bit brighter and a little bit more my style.
Here we are, a cold December night, snowflakes fall,
The DIY paint frosting is a very unique product. It takes such a tiny, tiny bit that I pour that into the cup first. So I make sure that I have just a tiny, tiny bit. And you can see that that's barely anything, but I probably could have went with even half of that amount. And I take the Cottage Color in the white linen and I put it into the cup with the paint frosting and then I stir it up. And you're going to see several times that I add more paint because it was just too thick. It just immediately turns into a really thick paint frosting.
Eyes are shining bright. I still remember how I used to feel. Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in a very Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number one most magical time of the year. Mistletoe.
I can then take that paint frosting and add it onto the roof, and it's the same color as everything has been. And I just add it onto the roof, to the some of the window sills, and this is also really good for covering up where that crack was in the top of that house. It is such a better choice to use the paint frosting with the actual paint versus the silicone that was on these houses.
Love is here in the air. We can stroll.
And then while that paint frosting is still wet, I'm going to sprinkle some glitter over the top of it while it's still wet so the glitter sticks. And then this house is a glittery, snowy mixture, and it's very, very pretty. It does have some dark details, and it also has that very bright white finish to it. And then some snow and a sparkly glitter finish.
There will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number one most magical time of the year. Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in a very Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number one most magical. The number one most magical.
When I use the glitter, I always put it onto a piece of paper, and then I take the paper into a funnel and pour the excess glitter back into the bottle so that I'm not wasting it. And I will use this over and over and over again. And this time I used up all the glitter that I had, and I've had this glitter for probably 4 to 5 years already.
Who is on his merry way? It's Santa. Who wants nothing more
My houses are finished and they are the cutest little thing. If you would like any of these products, you can head on over to thepaintedphotographer.com and I'll ship them right to your front door. If you're local, I am in Medford, Wisconsin, and have my products at Foreman's Farm Home on Medford's 8th Street.
Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this project, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from each and every one of you. If you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the 12 days of Thrifted Christmas. If you need any of the products I used here today, you can find them at thepaintedphotographer.com and I'll ship them right to your front door. And until next time, happy painting.